I want to talk about the Dayato Vishayam Punsang verse from Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna says, Dayato Vishayam, when you meditate on Vishaya, the objects of the senses, then Dayato Vishayam Punsang, Sangha, you become attached, Sangateshu Bhajayate, Sangat Sanjayate Kama, and then if you don't give up the attachment, the next stage is Kama, and how this works, and how we can deal with it. What's so interesting is this is exactly how marketing works. You meditate on something. Someone was telling me you have to see an ad 7 times before it registers. So it's this consistency of meditation. It's just a period of time. If you meditate long enough on something, you become attached to it. So when you go shopping, they say the longer you stay in the store, the more you'll buy. The more time you spend contemplating, seeing, thinking, you become attached, and then you want to buy it. So what happens when we buy something or when we engage in something? And and how is marketing done? Marketing done is first get you to meditate on the product. And nowadays, they don't even tell you about the product. They just make you feel like you'll be cool if you have the product, and you'll get a nice-looking girlfriend, and people will appreciate you. And basically, you'll just feel good. And yeah, it's totally illogical. But the idea is, did you know that? Today, marketing is illogical. They don't say anything about the product. They just, there's just like, it's a brand, and you'll have the brand, and you'll feel good. If there's that Apple on your computer, then people are going to think you are the man or woman. It's sleek design, and it looks beautiful, and yeah, what does it do? Oh, that's not it. Don't worry about that. So, Dayato. You meditate on something. Meditate, meditate. So what Krishna is saying, and marketing people know this, if you meditate on it long enough, Sangha, you become attached. So there's thinking, feeling, and willing, right? So thinking, meditating, that's the first stage. Then feeling, the emotion. It would be nice to have that. Or, you look at this picture of this beautiful island, and like it's freezing cold where you are. You're in the middle of the winter, and you see this aqua blue ocean and these palm trees and coconuts and people lying on the beach and big happy smiles and suntan skin. And you can feel that. So you're going from meditating on it, you keep meditating, it's looking good, you're starting to feel it, and then as you get into this feeling stage, it morphs into attachment, like, I really want to go there. It doesn't mean you're going to go there, it just means you really want it. That's the second stage. So given enough time meditating on something, you get into stage 2. If any of you spend too much money, you need to listen to this, because this is why you're spending too much money. You're not nipping it in the butt. At the meditation stage, you're not telling you're looking at something, oh, that looks good, and then you're not telling yourself, actually, I don't need that. Then you nip it in the bud. At the first stage, the meditation stage, you have a lot of power because there's no attachment yet. It just looks good. But just because it looks good, there's no emotion, there's no feeling that I want it, so it's very easy to just detach. It's when we don't nip it in the bud, we start thinking about it, think, that looks really nice, I'd really like to have that. If I had that, then I would feel like this. We get to this attachment stage. Attachment stage is, I want it, I really want this. That's when you hit buy now, or when you pick it off the shelf, generally. Or that's when you get close, and not necessarily hit buy now then, but you're getting close to it. You're like, well, buy now, you don't have to give your credit card information yet. So you're getting ready, or you're saving the page. Maybe we could say you're saving the page. The attachment is there, I want this thing, and you're trying to justify it in your mind. So what you'll do is the attachment will grow and grow and grow. Finally, you'll tell yourself you need it, even though you don't. And then you'll morph into the third stage, thinking, feeling, willing, which is the kama stage. Kama stage is like, pretty much it's too late now, you have to have it. Then at that point, you hit the buy now, you pull it off the shelf or whatever. There's basically, at that point, you really can't turn back. It's like, I have to have this. And there's no logic now. Nobody can convince you. And sometimes this happens, unfortunately, in relationships, where the relationship is not healthy, but this lust is so strong that they can't break away from it. It's gone beyond I want it. It's gone to the point as I have to have it. So my realization, aside from the fact that this is exactly how marketing works, so that you can know how you're being marketed to, you'll be drawn in by telling you how everything wrong with you and how everything this product will do to fix it. So it's like, oh, this sounds good. And then it's like, next stage, you start to feel the emotion. Yeah, I would feel really good if I had this, and I'd lose weight. And then you let that attachment grow, and then there's a threshold where it morphs into lust. And then that's it. You click buy now. It doesn't matter how much it costs. You just clicked it. That's what goes on. So my realization, as I was saying before, is I would say the mantra here is nip it in the bud. Because in the first stage, you have still, your intelligence is still working. In the last stage, your intelligence, which is really our biggest ally in this world, is our intelligence. And if our intelligence stops working, well, we're in trouble, isn't it? Because now I can't make rational decisions because my intelligence is my rationality, and it stopped functioning because lust overcame me, and I just grabbed it. Grab the object, grab the person, whatever it is. So in the first stage, in the thinking stage, it's the easiest stage to pull out. In the second stage, there's more energy because it's the emotional stage. It's harder to pull out. Now the third stage, you could pull out, but it's unlikely at that point, unless something drastic happens in your life. And you know the situation, a boy and a girl together, and everyone's telling them, this match is not good. This boy is really not good for you, and he's got a past history of this and that. And you say, no, but I love him. And so you can't rationally look at it. So that's the danger. You want to rationally look at it, and you more rationally look at it in stage one, diato. That's where you can be rational. Think the pros and cons. Let me look at the reviews. This and that. Do I really need it? How much does it cost? Can I get it cheaper somewhere else? But that kind of goes away. It goes away at the attachment stage to some degree, and at the karma stage, it's pretty much gone. Your intelligence has been overcome by lust. So it's a very dangerous position to be in. Don't you think so? To have no intelligence? Yeah, I think so. That's kind of what animals are. They don't have this human intelligence. And Prabhupada said, without human intelligence, we're animals. So if we allow lust to cover our intelligence, basically at that point, kind of like animals, and we do stupid things, animal-like things. And I'm sure you've seen people act like animals. Probably you've seen yourself sometime. And question like, why am I acting like this? Intelligence is not functioning. So dangerous position to be in. Nip it at the bud. Cut it off at the thinking stage when your intelligence is strong. Hare Krishna.